I suppose if I cared at all, I'd put on makeup every time. But I don't, because I'm just eating food. Yums box is here. And this time, it's everywhere. Ah! Where's the tape? Hold on, I haven't opened it yet. Blades! Sharp objects! 'Tis the season for yums. Ah. Oh, no. Alright. Because we're going to celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all the things, everything 24/7, all the time. Got our usual stuff, snack scoreboard, figure out where we are, what we're doing, what we're eating, and all that stuff that you get to do on your own. You never see me do this because that's a whole other ball of wax. But this time, happy holidays from everywhere. Complete with, oh, is this representative of all the places we got? So if this is true, we've got America, South Korea, oh god, I should know! Oh, you right here. I should know, and it's driving me nuts. I'm guessing Great Britain. Oh god, I can't remember my flags. It's like I want to try and guess it myself before having to look. The one on the end is Australia. Oh god, I know. Oh, I know these. Oh no, I can't remember. I'm sorry. If you're watching and you're like, that's my flag, why doesn't she know it? There's so many flags. Frankly, I think I might have done better than some Americans. My brain wants to say that this is Iran, but I don't think that's right. I don't think that's correct. Anyway, our present to you, an around the world smorgasbord. You know the deal. Here at Universal Yums, we visit a different country every month. Not this month! For this special holiday box, we've decided to do something new. A taste of the holidays from all over the world. How did we come up with this? We're geniuses! No, I'm just kidding. Just thought it was a good idea. Earlier this year, we learned of a Swedish Christmas tradition called julbord. Probably pronounced that wrong, but hey, you know, what are you gonna do? Or as it's more commonly called, smorgasbord. It's a spread that's laid out across dinner tables throughout the month of December that takes weeks for a Swedish host to prepare. On the table, a mix of traditional Swedish dishes and unusual family recipes, all with plenty of inspiration from different countries and cultures. We thought the concept was so fun, we decided to make a sort of julbox with a variety of traditional sweets and goodies from around the world for December's featured destination. Just like with the Swedish hosts, we spent quite a long time preparing. We're talking months instead of weeks. We hope you enjoy all of the items from around the world that we've selected to be a part of this unique collection. Even more than being delicious, we hope that these yums will bring you a tiny sense of connectedness to the millions, okay, actually billions, of others around the world enjoying the same holiday traditions. No matter what you're celebrating this season, we wish you and your family lots of joy, happiness, and of course, yums. Actually, never mind, we've got that last one covered. See you in 2018. Ah! So indeed, Universal Yums, thank you for all the things from around the world, etc., etc. Are you going to tell me? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so, it does, I wonder if this is just from stuff that, well, no, I guess it wouldn't be from stuff, because I haven't had an Australian box. So, okay. So this guy right here, that's, Czech Republic, which we have been to before. Okay. We've been here as well. Colombia. Okay, my apologies for not remembering your flags. Everyone's flag is so flippin' familiar. Okay. And then, yeah, so this is Jordan. So, my apologies. I've eaten your food before and just don't remember your flags. Sorry. Apologies. I was in the right area for some of them. So, let's eat something small first, because I have eaten kind of a lot of food already today. Okay. I don't know. Let's find out. There's two of them. This might be the Korean one, because there's lots of little characters right around it that look startlingly similar to Korean. Let's go find it. Korea, where are you? Alright, here we go. Yugwa candy. Okay. With every bite of this candy, you're enjoying a little taste of history. Yugwa, assuming I'm pronouncing it right, has been eaten in Korea since the year 918. Nope, we didn't mistype, but we mean 918. It was traditionally only served during national feasts, ceremonies, and state banquets. For 500 years, starting in the 1300s, the candy consumption was restricted even further. It could only be eaten at weddings. My box, sorry about that. It could only be eaten at weddings or during special toasts to longevity. While the occasions for serving the treat are less regulated today, the way it's made and sold is still handled very strictly. Interesting. The making of Yugwa is regulated by the Korean government, and it must be made by a Korean food grandmaster. Man, what a thing. The grandmaster who made this batch, Mr. Kim Kyo-hyun, apologies if I've mispronounced your name, Grandmaster Sir, has been studying the practice of making Yugwa for over 20 years. To make the ancient treat, he soaks rice in water for 5 days, then pounds it into rice flour. From there, the flour is kneaded with honey and water, cut to pieces, soaked in more honey and water, and then dried in the shade. After the dough has dried, it's deep-fried twice, then coated in honey and puffed rice. The final product is often served during Korea's fall holiday, called, I'm gonna butcher it, Chuseok, as well as special occasions such as Korean New Year. Whatever your special occasion might be this holiday season, here's a piece of history to go with it. Let's try this from the 20-year studied man, Grandmaster. This puffed rice treat. It's very light, actually. It's like we're talking Cheeto light. Like it could float away if it wanted to. It smells like rice. Can't really smell honey or anything, but yeah, if you've ever smelled rice stuff or stuff made with rice, it's got that distinct ricey flavor. So cheers. Oh, yeah, sounds like this. You go. So the outside, you probably can't see it, but on the outside here, there's sort of like a ring, and I guess that's the honey bit because it's a little on the chewy side. The inside is more akin to Cheeto, and it's just kind of poofed light crunchiness. But when it kind of all comes together, it basically kind of just, I mean, since there's not much to it, it kind of melts in your mouth, and then you're just sort of left with the chewy bits. Puffed rice. Kind of like popcorn, makes me think of. That's an interesting little snack. I might eat the other one too, because why not? So the outside bit kind of sticks to your teeth a little bit. Not too bad. Probably just, from all, it's the combo of the honey and the poofy rice stuff. But yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot of work for something that goes away so fast, It's interesting. But you know what? I'm not gonna knock your treats. It's fun and unique, interesting something to eat. So I'm down with it. I'm distracted with things in books. So that's our start to our holidays from everywhere, travels. We're gonna go to all sorts of places, eat all kinds of things. Good evening. Got back from watching Coco. If you haven't seen that movie yet, Pixar's newest, Coco, go see it. It's adorable. It's very colorful, all kinds of fun things. So I was deciding what I should snack on tonight. I was almost going to get some chips out of there when I kind of shuffled everything around and went, oh my god, baklava. So, mixed baklava, no less. So I'm assuming, it even tells you, 8 pieces. It's blurry. You can't see it. Too bad. But there's 8 pieces of baklava on there. But first, let's talk about baklava. I've messed up my mic. Hold on. Sorry, microphone. This is Jabri Baklava. This is the one from Jordan, I believe. Thank you, Jordan, for the baklava. Looks delicious. In Islam, there are 2 major holidays every year. I'm gonna ruin all the words all the time. My apologies. Eid al-Adha is about sacrifice. Typically, a large piece of meat is slaughtered. An animal is slaughtered. You don't slaughter meat. Usually the meat is... Anyway. And split 3 ways. 1/3 is given to friends, 1/3 is given to the poor, and 1/3 is kept by the family. Oh boy, another word. Eid al-Fitr is celebrated on the last day of Ramadan, which occurs a different time every year as it's based on the Islamic calendar. Oh, this year it was in June, but in 2028 it will be in February. Why did you skip to 2028 on purpose, or did you meant to say 2018 and you typoed? Anyway, of the two, it's Eid, so I don't really know how that's pronounced, but of the two holidays, Eid al-Fitr is the one where you'll probably see baklava. It's the sweet holiday, whereas the other one, the other holiday, al-Adha, is typically filled with savory food, like meat. The baklava you're about to eat is made by a famous restaurant in Amman, Jordan, called Subhi Jabri and Sons Company. In 1990, the company was honored by the King of Jordan to commemorate their contributions to building up Jordan's economy. We, on the other hand, would like to commemorate them for building our love of baklava. We had a chance to meet the son of the original owner, and we've been hooked on his baklava ever since. Neat. You'll receive 2 different types of baklava in this box. One is more traditional, with the chopped cashews. Oh, I love cashews. In between thin layers of pastry dough. The other is called a bird's nest because thin strands of vermicelli pastry are wrapped around pistachios to make it look like a bird's nest. That would explain this picture on here. That really that did make me think of a little bird's nest, and I was like, I've never seen baklava like that, but I'm down with it. No matter what holiday you're celebrating this winter, we hope it will be a lot sweeter with a bit of baklava. Alright, let's try some baklava. How do I open this? Oh, it's like a little open box. Hold on. Oh! Ooh, look, it's so cute. We'll open here. We got this little sheet of paper. It's adorable. Oh, their little sticker since 1935. Yay! So excited. Ah, look at that! And it sounded like a dinosaur right there, but get over it. I'm a dinosaur. Don't argue. Everything about this is great. 10 out of 10 for presentation, guys. Look at this. Look at this setup here. You got all these little pieces, and then you got the little bird's nest with the pistachios in the middle. Oh my lord. Yes, please, and thank you. The real trick is getting one out of here. Come on. Be a part of something beautiful. Okay. Whoop, yep, we got the sticky honey on the bottom. I believe it's honey in baklava. I can't really tell layers because it's so light, but we got the pastry dough, we got some other stuff, and there's the cashews in the middle there, and more pastry dough, and layers, and fluffiness, and ooey gooey honey. I don't know if you can see it. No, it doesn't want to zoom in. Focus is the word I'm looking for. Let's see! My mom would like this. My mom likes baklava. Flaky, crunchy. Got the cashews in there. Sweet with the honey. I don't know what do you guys typically eat, drink with baklava? Is there any preferred drink? My brain's defaulting to milk. But my brain always defaults to milk because I'm a milk drinker. I like drinking milk. What can I say? I like it with my sweet things. There's a pistachio that has tried to escape. I don't think so, pal. Everything's sticky. So that was good. Good baklava. Tasty. Powdered flaky. Doughy pastry. Nice. Everything's sticky, so let me see if I can get the birdie nest out of here. Ah! It's crumbly. It's going to be crumbly, I think. Either that or everything's just going to stick my fingers, which is okay. So, ta-da! I've got a little bird. It's almost like too nice to eat. Look, it's so cute. That's so nice. It's so fancy. I'm so fancy. I should put on my dress. I won't, but I could have. Had I known. The baklava was so super amazing. Alright, so we got all the little pistachios. I do like pistachios too. I will buy an entire bag of pistachios. Shelled or unshelled, either way. I will eat them. I will enjoy them. But I've not had them like this, so let's do it, shall we? Look at pistachios. They're so good. I really wish it would focus. Oh, wow. I guess I have too much going on in the background. For it to zoom in. I don't always keep saying zoom in. It's not going to zoom in on anything. Is it going to focus or not focus? So because the texture is this like really fine pastry stuff, and not really sure what the pastry for baklava is made of exactly of, but it's got the kind of same texture, not quite as crunchy, I guess you could say, but really close to like when you eat like a shredded wheat. Very, very similar. Then of course you got the sticky honey, which is sticking to my fingers. I really kind of want to show you guys, but yeah. Anyway, there we go. Don't make it weird. I don't know what you guys are thinking over there. Get your brains out the gutter. But that's all the honey down there. I am thoroughly pleased with this. This was fun. And we still have a lot of baklava in here. And because it's packaged so nicely, I can just put my little papers back on here and save some for later if I want to. Box it all back up. Nice and tidy. Great. So I'm gonna keep eating my baklava. My bird's nest baklava. And, I don't know. Watch some TV or something. Netflix. Netflix and baklava. New slogan. Okay, I lied. I'm gonna save the baklava for later, but I really want to eat some of these dill pickle chips. I've been really curious ever since I saw them. And these are actually from America. So somewhere, somebody has dill pickle chips. Baklava on my face. So maybe it'll say where these came from. Let's read it and find out, because I don't actually know if it says them here. This is the South's original dill pickle. This is Alabama. From Golden Flake Snack Foods. Let's read. Golden Flake dill pickle chips. In the 1880s, the American store Woolworths began selling hand-blown glass ornaments from Germany. The glass ornaments they were selling were shaped like fruits and veggies, and surprisingly, or not, they weren't selling well. Particularly the pickle ornament. Reportedly, an inventive sales clerk began to... so remember in the Germany box, if you've seen any of these, they actually put that story in here, and a German viewer was like, by the way, that's not true. Which I always thought was kind of a weird thing, and like one of those things where like, how have I not heard of this? And yeah, so here's the actual story, which I believe the viewer also spelled out. So, but now you all get to know. An inventive sales clerk began telling customers that the pickle ornament was part of a game in Germany. In this game, a real pickle was placed on the Christmas tree, and the first person to find it would be given a good fortune for the next year if they re-hid it somewhere else on the tree. Americans love the story because we like that nonsense. And pickle ornaments started to fly off the shelves. We actually used to sell some of those pickle ornaments at work too, by the way. That's where I first heard of it and was like, is this really a thing? Because it seems like I should have heard of it before. Anywho, while many German-American families have adopted the tradition, there's very little evidence that suggests it was actually a common practice in Germany. And according to the German viewers, it wasn't, and it's not, and probably never was. Luckily, we've saved you from searching on your tree for a pickle ornament, because that would be annoying and odd, and I'm not into that anyway. Because you can find your good luck right here in these American-made pickle chips. They're just the right mix of vinegar, dill, and thin potato crispness. Maybe, just like the pickle ornament, we can convince you that it wouldn't be the holidays without them. Traditions have to start somewhere, right? I've never had any like vinegar-flavored chips, or I may have had dill-flavored chips. Been a while, I don't know. I basically ate half a bag of baked barbecue Lays because those are my kryptonite. And I try not to buy them because I will eat most, if not all, the bag in one day if I'm not careful. So you know. Alright, we gotta find the good one, as per usual. Hey, there you go. Now you're only half a chip. Now you might have to do though. Good enough. So here's our chip. Smells like potato chips and yeah, pickle juice. So bottoms up. Got that vinegary tang. of the pickle juice. Not too bad. I think you gotta be able to handle that tang though. Because that's what you initially get when you first lay that sucker on your tongue. It's like, not bad, it's just surprising. Because then it transitions over to the pickle part. Which is fine. I think I could only do this slower, like slowly eat them, just kind of very casually chow on them, but only in small bags like this one. Because I think too much, after a while I'd be like, oh. Because it does get, like, if you eat too fast, like I'm already like, it's gonna start overpowering everything, and you're just be like, okay, I'm done with the pickles. So, casual, easy snacking, unless you're really into pickles, in which case, here's gonna be your snack of choice. Some pickle clips. Probably will make it a tradition. Also, I don't know where I would buy these anyway, so it's kind of irrelevant. But pretty good. So if y'all down the south, y'all like yum pickle chips, dill pickle, thin crispy, enjoy. Because I've never seen them up here. We should all get together more often and eat food. It's time now. Wait, hold on. I ruined it. For the Yums bag. Actually, we need to open the Yums bag first. Alright, Yums bag is opened. Let's start with some lovely Christmas pudding. There we go. Yay! Okay. Actually, it's plural. Christmas puddings. Okay. A rich blend of traditional fruits, nuts, and spices wrapped in luscious dark chocolate. Ah! I'm down. Alright, where is the Christmas puddings? This is Australia. I was expecting this to be the British thing, but we have not eaten the British thing quite yet. So this is Hillier, Hillier, Hillier's mini Christmas puddings. What's better than shrimp on the barbie for Christmas dinner? Well, for Australians, not too much. They're big fans of barbecued shrimp at a Christmas at the beach picnic. Is that real, Australians? I mean, we joke about the shrimp on the barbie thing all the time, and I don't actually know if that's really a thing in Australia, or if it's just some stupid stereotype that has just become a thing. Anywho, there's one thing that beats it out: Christmas pudding. Originally from the UK, Christmas pudding, also called figgy pudding, is one of the few traditional holdovers that Australians have kept from their British ancestors. Made from a thick batter of eggs, breadcrumbs, currants, figs, nuts, and a handful of spices, it's typically cooked in November, wrapped in fine muslin for storage, and then slowly steamed on Christmas Day. It's far too much work for the average person, so instead we're giving you a taste of Christmas pudding in a thoroughly Aussie way. Ernest Hillier founded Australia's first chocolate company in 1914, forever changing the country's reliance on Europe and America for chocolate exports. He became extremely well known not only for his creamy chocolate, but also for the unique fillings he would put in the center. His creativity knew no bounds, and neither did his troublemaking ways. All throughout the 1930s, he would sneak alcohol inside his chocolate just to make local governments upset. Good man. No one can get upset about these, they're just pure chocolate goodness. And nuts and figginess. And spices and things. So, let us try some of Mr. Hillier's chocolate figgy pudding things. Oh, I still don't know why it's plural in here. Christmas puddings. It kind of looks like the little chocolate treat that you might find in like a box of chocolates. I can already see some kind of raisin-like thingy jutting out, but I'm sure it's not a raisin, considering how we have like fig and stuff and nuts and things. I don't know, it might be raisin, who knows? Let's find out. You can smell the spice. I suppose with a neater, like with a knife maybe, you could be able to tell, but right now, it just looks like I bit into it and there's a bunch of insanity happening. Ooh. I think there's nutmeg in here. I feel like I can taste nutmeg. Maybe some allspice? First ingredient, Xmas Pudding Center. R-E, not E-R. Honestly, it'd probably be easier if I looked in here rather than trying to piece my thing back together. Mixed spice, cinnamon, brandy, rum. Oh, so is there something? You didn't look at the ingredients, Universal Yums. Because it says so right here. That there is various tasty goodies in here. Anywho, a little bit of everything. It's definitely different. With all the stuff going on. It's got a very unique taste. It reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on it. I think it's because of the spices in here, just making me think of things I've had with similar spice. So what is this nubbin of whatever? Maybe it is a raisin. Oh, maybe it's a currant. I don't know. It doesn't say. Oh well. Oh. Might as well eat the rest. Merry Christmas with Christmas puddings. Lots of stuff to chew. Now that we've cleansed our palate, let's eat some chips. So, garlic potato chips, as it says on the back. These are, man, I don't even. Straznicke. Not really sure. Bramburky. Every bit of that is wrong. So, these are garlic Straznicke Bramburky. It's spelled differently in here-ish, not by much. I don't know. It doesn't have the over the A's and Z's and U's and whatnot. Anywho, to attend a traditional Czech Christmas dinner, by the way, sorry, Czech people for butchering all your words, you'll have to follow a few rules. 1. Don't eat any meat on December 24th. 2. Put the live carp you'll have for dinner in the bathtub until you're ready to cook it. I'm already down for this party, whatever's happening. 3. Take a scale from the carp and put it in your wallet for good luck all year. I don't know about that. I'll set it out the dry first and then maybe do that. 4. Set the table for a even number of guests, no matter how many people you invite. So what happens to... So say I invite 5 people. I'm setting for 4 people. Well, I guess you would overset. Then you would set for 6 people. That way you don't have that random 5 person going, I don't have a plate. Wow, what do I do? 5. Put a bowl of garlic underneath the dinner table to provide strength and protection in the coming year. From vampires. No, it doesn't say vampires. But hey, that's what garlic's for. What? You can't or don't want to do all this? Not to worry. We have some amazing garlic chips from the Czech Republic to at least help you fulfill the last requirement. Made by the famous Czech manufacturer Pickle. These garlic flecked chips are a Prague favorite, and we're lucky enough to be the first company to ever bring them to the US. Yeah! Nice! We just wanted to make sure that you'd have enough strength and protection and delicious yums during the holidays. First, I'm one of the few in this country to have eaten your chips, Czech people. I very much look forward to it, because I love food, I love new things. This pleases me. Ooh, right on top, the good boy. Look at this. You got your folded chip. Oh, look at that. Folded chips. There's something about folded chips. They're just the top, and I don't know why, but I'm not going to argue. It smells like potato chips and garlic. Sign me up. Yep. It's potato chips and garlic. But hey, we got onion potato chips. I just ate dill pickled potato chips. I have barbecue flavored potato chips up on my shelf there. So why not garlic? I like how it don't play either. It's like, bro, garlic. It's delicious. Full. I must smell like garlic later. So sexy. You can't have any of this. It's staring at me, as usual. Look at you. You just sad over there. No, not sad anymore because you hear something outside. Pretty. Hi. Back to the potato chips. They're lovely. So, Czech folk. Tell your company to try and bring these over here because, I don't doubt that you would find an audience for these. because they're quite nice. If you like things with garlic, like taters, what's not to like about these? Yeah, it's not overpowering either. It's not like, because too much garlic can be a little overpowering. But this is just the right amount that I can eat this whole bag and not be distraught about the amount of garlic I've eaten. Even though I will be garlicky by the end of it. But who cares? It's late. I ain't going anywhere. I ain't doing anything. So, I'm gonna eat my garlic chips. There are only 2 yums left. One of which is very interesting looking. I'm just staring at it like, okay. But, I'll have those tomorrow. Or the next day. Who knows? We'll find out. Candice! Yeah. I've already dropped it. This is some sort of sucky candy. From Great Britain, I think. I'm assuming, yeah, Great Britain. Okay. It's mince pie candy. So it's pie in a candy! Have you ever heard of mincemeat pie? No? Yes? Either way, you're about to hear a lot more about it. Story time. Back in the 11th century, people living in the Middle East would cure their meat using a mix of sugar, spices, and fruit. When the Crusaders came back from England from the Middle East in the 12th century, they brought the technique with them. To store meat, typically mutton, beef, or lamb, for long periods of time, it was finely minced, then mixed with cinnamon and cloves, nutmeg, and a variety of fruits like apples, raisins, and citrus. In 1413, after King Henry V, served a mincemeat pie at his coronation. It's late, and I can't do even basic Roman numerals in my brain anymore. It's a long day at work. The dish became common during the holidays. Pies were everywhere, often baked into oval shapes to represent baby Jesus sleeping in the manger. 200 years later, when Oliver Cromwell abolished Christmas in England— Dude! Boring. No fun. Well, I'm sure there's a whole slew of reasons why that I don't know, but I associate Christmas with happy fun things, so, you know. What do I know? He also effectively abolished mincemeat pies. Oh, they were still made in secret. The meat was removed from many recipes, and the finished pies were baked into a variety of different shapes to disguise them. It was during this period that the urban legend arose that it's illegal to eat mince pies on Christmas Day. While the myth isn't true, there is one thing that is. Most mincemeat pies don't have any meat in them. Ah, interesting. They most only contain the original spices used in the 12th century: cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg, plus a variety of fruits. So vegetarians, don't worry. These mincemeat candies aren't banned for you. Eat your mincemeat candies and pie, for they are meatless and full of sugar instead. Maybe not that much sugar. So we got our duotone candy. Beige. Not beige. Beige. Not beige. Oh, I was dropping it again. Let's just eat it. Although it is a hard candy, so there's gonna be a lot of time going by. Unless there's something inside of it, but I don't know. Because it is kind of large to be a sucky candy. Interesting. So it's like one side tastes like I don't know. And the other side has like the spices kind of sort of thing going on. Because I can taste cinnamon. Maybe some nutmeg. And some apple, interestingly enough. Which matches the description of the mincemeat pie. So it's almost like an apple pie candy, but not quite. A little bit extra going on. Them sucky noises, right? It's a very large candy. I don't think I'm gonna bite it. It's too big and there's too much going on. And I don't think it's meant to be bitten into. Given no indication that there's some sort of soft, chewy center. Oh, there is. I happen to glance down. Ingredients: sugar, glucose syrup, plain chocolate center. Okay, so at some point I'm going to get to a chocolate center. So until then. So I've noticed that the beigey side is the smoother side, but the brown side has like stuff in it. Like there's, I don't know, I guess the spices in it are large enough to kind of almost being a little sandpapery in a way. Not a whole lot, just like there's like you can tell there's clearly stuff in here. I have no idea what it's supposed to be, if it's like supposed to be dried fruit or whatever, but I think now we're small enough to go ahead and crunch, so let's crunch. I found all the cloves and stuff. This isn't chocolate center. What are you talking about? Wow, it sticks to your teeth. I think there's probably more cinnamon. It makes me think of a Red Hot, actually, this center. If you've ever had Red Hots before. It's very sticky. But it's good. I like Red Hots. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be. It's like a dog with peanut butter. Anywho, it's not very good. I have a little chunk like stuck in here now. I'll just have to work on that and drink some water or something. I don't know. Anywho, that's the mincemeat candy. Mincemeat pie candy. Mince pie candy. That's pretty good. I still have another one, so I'll enjoy that. I feel like I would enjoy it with like a, I don't know, like a hot mug or something. Chai tea or something. I do have chai tea. I should have chai tea. Anywho, only one left would be the Colombian candy. And we will try that one tomorrow. And then we will finish off our stuff for Yums, and then we'll read the recap or whatever is back here. I'm assuming with the rhyme for January. And we'll see if we can figure it out, or if I'll just be dumb about it and everyone else in the comments will know what it is before I do, which is okay, because when I get the box it'll probably have the sticker that says, and then there will be no surprise. Oh, okay. I've just realized that you can see my mom's Christmas present. Oh, right there. It's in there. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final Yums. The weird looking thing, like I told you before, looks kind of weird. Looks kind of like, I don't know, like a prune decided to hang out with some peanut butter. Gotta get some glare on there. Probably just take it out of the package. But anyway, this is from Colombia. Our friends over in Colombia. This is the Brevas con Arequipe, I think, maybe, possibly, not really sure. It is artisanal. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. No, scratch that. Just bring us the figs, apparently. Figs have always been an essential part of Colombia's Christmas dinner. They can come soaked in syrup, accompanied by cheese, or in the most delectable way possible, stuffed with rich, creamy Arequipe, I think. Not really sure if that's pronounced right. As usual. If you were here with us for our Colombia box this past August, I was. You'll remember it. I don't remember anything. Okay, look. I have the mind of a goldfish sometimes. I don't remember things. I don't remember people I used to know in high school. I don't remember their names. I'm terrible at it. But moving on. It's made by slowly heating condensed milk and sugar until it caramelizes into a sweet, sticky pudding-like consistency. For this delectable Colombian treat, whole fresh figs are stuffed full of it. Rest assured when we tell you that it's the holiday gift you never knew you wanted, and much better than figgy pudding. Oh-ho! What a statement. I feel like the people who enjoy figgy pudding might have something to say about that. So, you know. Once again, packaging eludes me. Why am I so inept at opening things? I mean, it's got the little zigzag bits. I should just be able to tear it. But no, I can't, because I suck at things. What is wrong with me? Falling apart. Guys. Okay, so I guess maybe I wasn't too far. Are plums made from plums? My life. Never mind. Forget what I was saying. I'm just losing my mind. Wait, so is this one whole thing, or is this? I think it's sandwiched on the. I kind of vaguely remember the milky caramely whatever. So it's not in it. I don't think. I think it's just there are two chunks of fig smooshed around this. Hence the less than stellar presentation. I don't know if that's just how it ended up when it was done, or if it like got melted a little bit in transit. I'm not really sure, but let's smells good. Smells like you know, fig and mostly fig really. Yeah, mostly fig. Can't really smell the sugary stuff, but so let's eat. Oh, it's hard. The sugary stuff is a little harder. Prunes! That's what I was thinking of. Those are plums. No. Anyway. I'm trying to remember how if I was jazzed or not about the sugary stuff last time. I'm gonna go with kinda sorta-ish. Not a whole lot. Together is okay. I want to eat some fig by itself because I don't actually know if I've ever eaten fig by itself, so. I'm okay with fig by itself. I mean, after all, it is an essential part of the fig Newton, which I'm sure is not a whole lot of super real fig. I'm pretty sure there's real fig in there. How much is the question? The caramelized the name I don't remember. I'm sorry, Colombia, don't hate me. I don't think I was too jazzed with the first time. And I think it's the same here because of the way it's made. It's like slowly caramelized in this other stuff. It has sort of like the best way I can put it is sort of like a very slight semi-gritty sugar thing going on. And the texture is not working for my mouth. I'm not really into it. So together they're okay, but the texture is kind of like making me go, I'm not really into it. I mean, I'm gonna eat the rest because, I mean, I paid for it. That's what it's here for. That's the video. Although I was buying these, before I even intended to make videos and just thought, I'll do it because it's funny. Because people I know want to see me eat stuff, I guess. Shits and giggles, that's why I did it. Looks like a little beetle thing. Fangs. Also, I've never had figgy pudding, so I can't really compare the two. It's okay. Just not, not my bag, baby. And it's sticky. Oh, it's sticky now. Napkin. Eat fresh at Subway! I think one thing I've learned over the years, I say over the years like it's been many, over the year of my Yums time, I've not really been the biggest fan of a lot of South American snacks and treats. Well, no, that's not true. Snacks, yes. Like chips and things. Sweets, less so. And that's not a negative hit on anything in South America that's being made. It's just, everyone's personal taste is different. And mine is just not, I'm not attuned to the South American taste of various things. So for me, it's just like, it's so different from what I'm eating, it just doesn't quite work for me. But that's okay. Not everyone will like everything. Okay, so we've got our 2017 recap, plus other things. I'm going to show you all the fun things we ate. You remember these, everyone? Do you? I remember some of them. Not all of them, but some of them. That's thick in my teeth. Alright. 2017 recap. It's been quite the year of exploring. In 2017, we visited 21 different countries. Did we? Anyway, including the Yums in this box, and tried over 160 different goodies from around the world. Woo! Here's a quick glance, looking back at a few of our favorite Yums from 2017. And I guess they mean the little circle party of snacks. So just a handful of delicious goodies that we've all eaten. I've eaten. You haven't eaten anything. You might have eaten something. I don't know. If you joined Universal Yums, you might have eaten something. Who knows? Surprise for everyone. And they wanted to thank everyone who has gotten one of these for making it such a fun, wonderful year together. We're excited to bring you more surprises, improvements, and of course, delicious Yums in 2018. We can't wait. Neither can I. More tasty goodies. And now, the clue to the January box. Let us read. Long ago they'd compete, with others coming to cheer. I already think I know. But we've got a better party to kick off the new year, with bergamot, that word again ruining my face, gummies, chocolates, and olive that's green. Get excited for the first yums of 2018. I think we're going to Greece. I think we're going to Greece. I think that first bit has to do with the Olympics. Olives are kind of, feel sort of obvious. So, I'm excited. I've had a small bit of Greek food before in my life. Nothing too special. Just the usual stuff you find, gyros and whatnot. What do you do? So that's the end of the box. I hope you enjoyed watching me and all my randomness and craziness and weird things as I've eaten a snack every day, which is why this changes every now and again and everything. I'm not actually doing it all in one day. In case you haven't noticed, it's always, I don't eat my yums all in one sitting, except for the one time in Pakistan in the fancy dress. Otherwise, here's to 2018, and I will see you guys in another video very soon, in which I'm going to eat some interesting things and probably regret every tiny bit of it, assuming you come back. If you want to like, you can. If you want to subscribe, you can. That's all optional. Don't really mind. You're in charge of your own life. You do you. Be awesome in 2018. See ya!